Good morning again. Like to come in early in the morning on this one. Maybe I just really like it with the scarier movies. It's better off getting them done in the light instead of the dark. Although the shadow situation I got is all fucked up between the dog and the lighting in this place. Don't worry, if I decide to continue doing this, past teaching Afton how to publicly speak, um, I'll end up doing some kind of lighting system and figure out a good place to do it. But I kind of thought it would only last a couple of videos and she would quit out. But she's actually wanting to forge ahead with this. I wish I had her all the time instead of half the time, but that's okay. Life rolls on, baby. So, this morning I'm coming in with a weird independent film. It's kind of even strange that it's an independent film, I guess, in a way, because I'm sure there's big money backing it if they needed it, because the two stars of this are Patrick Schwarzenegger and Miles Robbins. Now, Patrick Schwarzenegger, immediately recognizable name. Yes, he is the son of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver. Miles Robbins might not pop out to you immediately, but he is the son of Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon. So, both of the actors, both of the leads in this film, come from famous wealth, and not only that, but actor lineage. So, they actually both were really good in this movie. The acting for me was good from everyone. Mary Stuart Masterson is in this. If you don't remember her, damn it, I can't remember the movie that she was in. I think it was Some Kind of Wonderful. Was probably the first movie I ever saw her in, and she was awesome in that. Little blondie, and that was just one of those fun movies that I probably watched several times as a kid because it was on TV a lot, and I liked it a lot more than a lot of the other ones, including The Breakfast Club. I think I liked it more than that. I don't know, we'll have to see. I'll be watching The Breakfast Club coming up sometime soon. I'm going to start getting into a little bit different movies because as I started doing these reviews, the horror overload, so I was like, wow, I just watch horror movies all the time. I guess those are my favorite kind. And now that it's October, I've really inundated myself with it, so I'm certainly going to be spacing them out. Let's go delve into some comedy and some dramas and stuff. We're going to move away from that a little bit. So the acting in this movie, good. Mary Stuart Masterson, I missed seeing her in things, so I'm glad. Now, the first thing I noticed about this film was that the visuals are strange. The audio is strange. It's like surreal. They're trying to bring you into some form of a hallucinogenic state to give you the feeling that you don't quite know what's reality or not. Now, for me, I always kind of like a trippy movie. I'm interested in those kind of movies. So, the cinematography is cool. The camera work was different than what I see in most movies, and I think I enjoyed that part of it. So, I don't normally, as I do these reviews, get into what I would consider spoilers. I try to shy away from that, but I almost feel like it's too difficult for me to really give you an opinion of this movie without spilling over into some of those. So, I'm gonna rate this movie a 7 after I talk about this next part. For people who don't want to have their reviews spoiled. I prefer to go into movies not knowing anything about them. But you could just cut the video off now. I give the movie a 7. I do think that it's very well worth a watch. You probably, I can't say probably, but a lot of you will rate it higher than me because it is a good film. But now we're on to the spoiler. Throughout the movie, they blur the lines between mental health or demon possession. You don't know, and they leave it ambiguous enough that I enjoyed that aspect of the movie until the end, when they do make the definitive decision to show you that it's a demon, and he starts trying to like take over the actual body, and it just got corny for me at that point. At that exact point, it got corny. And prior to that, I didn't know I was going to feel that way. That wasn't something that I was sure of that had coming or anything. I didn't know. It just didn't work for me. After the way everything had played out, I probably would have preferred them to leave it ambiguous so that each person could internalize to themselves what they wanted to intuit. Now, I understand that some people would probably be irritated by that. I get it. Everyone's going to be irritated by something, right? Just like I was irritated by them suddenly making it like a demon that was somehow physically manifesting to take over your body. I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. And I felt like I had invested myself in the film quite a bit. So it didn't trash the movie, like I said, it's still worth a watch. But if they had left the ending ambiguous, it might have got a 9 to me. If they had made his cause more human and brought the story closer to Earth after all the surreal happenings, an 8. If they made it a demon possession where the demon physically manifested and tried to take over the body of this kid, which is what they did, it gets that 7, which is still a pretty good movie, unless it's like below a 5. I recommend them all, baby. So Daniel Isn't Real. It's a trippy, funky movie. It's quite horrific in ways. I thought it would have been more horrific if they had left it the way that I wish they had left it. But that's okay. We all have our own opinions. And I'd like to hear yours in the comments if you ever saw this movie. Did you like it? Did you think it was stupid? Because reviews that I've seen seem to be back and forth. People either hate it or they said they loved it. So, I don't know. Either way, check it out. More horrific shit later. Bye.